friends, and welcome to Maker Monday. My name is Leslie and I am the Reading Safari and Stream Coordinator for Monterey County Free Libraries. Today we are going to be catching shadows and making art from those shadows. This Maker Monday idea came from one of our awesome Homework Center coordinators named Sot, so I can't take the credit for it, but thank you so much, Sot, for this idea. To do this project, you will need a sheet of paper and a pencil. Those are the necessary pieces, but optional are some tape and a flat surface to draw on, so like a clipboard. I'm using an old board, this to tape the paper on if you feel like you need it. So grab your supplies and come with me because we're gonna catch some shadows. So the first thing we have to do is find some good shadows, and you can walk around your yard, your neighborhood to find some. And I have found some good ones here on my garage door that I think I'm going to work with. I have taped my piece of paper to a board. That way I have a flat surface for tracing, because this would be really hard to trace on. So I'm gonna go for this one right here because it's nice and simple. Although I also really like this one down here. Whoops, let me get out of the way. I like how abstract that is. But I'm gonna go for this one because I feel like something a little more minimalist. So I'm gonna trace this right here and see where I go with that. So this is what I've traced right here. I mean, it kind of resembles a stick and kind of doesn't. And remember that perfection is not the goal here. It's creativity, and it's what you do with it. So I'm going to take this inside and I'm going to color it, and I may erase some of it and I may keep some of it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so now that we're inside, I'm going to color my picture, and I already have a vision for how I want it to be. So I'm going to start with black. So I noticed while I was coloring this part that my container of pens and scissors was making a really cool shadow on my desk. So I decided that I want to add this to my shadow catching drawing. And so that's the cool thing about having such a minimalist piece so far, is that I can add some other stuff. So I am going to trace these shadows. And see, we've got a really cool looking thing here. Adds a little bit more to this drawing, and so now I'm going to color this part in as well. Okay, so I'm all done with my coloring, and I'm really excited to unveil this to everybody. Here's what I came up with after coloring everything. I added in some other parts, like I joined these two together. I made this and this here to kind of break up the colors a little bit because I didn't like the direction that some of my coloring was going in. So I just kind of took some liberties, which you can do when you're being creative. And remember, this all came from a simple shadow of a twig on my garage, combined with some shadows from my scissors and pens from my desk. And then we came up with this. Just remember that you can do with this whatever you like. You can always do a shadow that's a little more intricate. You could then do the same shadow like another way, and then make your thing look a little more, I don't know, busy, I guess, and then you could use normal light colors. I always go for bright rainbowish colors. I wasn't trying to make this look like a natural landscape, but then you have something really cool no matter what you do. And the coolest thing about this is that you give someone the same shadow, the same piece of paper, and they'll come up with something entirely different. Anyway, that's all I have for us today. Thank you so much for tuning in for this Maker Monday, and I will see you next time.